Hello and welcome back, dolls. Let's get started on the cordless brush cleaner review. Alright, so this is the Urban Butterfly Cordless Makeup Brush Cleaner. So this I got at TJ Maxx for a little under 15 bucks. I used my mom's discount, so I got a little stuff going on. This is the case. It comes with the instructions. It doesn't bring batteries, so you have to get your own. It needs 2 AAAs, so it needs the really skinny ones. This is what the instructions look like. There's a little Ziploc bag with pieces. This little connector piece right here. This is the spin brush, which you turn on and off, and somehow you connect your brushes on, and it brings this black thing. This is the little plastic bowl where you're using to clean your brushes. You're gonna fill it up with water, soapy water, I should say. Oh, here's another piece. And this is the cover that it brings. These are the brushes I'll be using. I just put on makeup with these, so they're not as dirty. These brushes are clean, but I can tell you that my foundation brush is the dirtiest because I used a ton of foundation for this video. Don't mind my hand, I just did my makeup. But let's see how good they'll clean. Alright, so I'm gonna open the instructions and build our handy dandy cordless makeup brush cleaner. Oh, that's cool. So it tells you that it washes your brushes and it cleans them, leaves them dry in just 30 seconds. So I will have to put that to the test. All right, so I have to open up the back and add in our 2 batteries. I'm just gonna use this to open it up. I used to have really long nails, but then these 2 nails broke, so I had to cut everything. You can see in my old videos that those were my natural nails, and I miss them so much. Press on, you press off. Okay, so it says I need this white little peg. I'm gonna insert it. Okay, you gotta push it in really hard. Put that down. Let's open up our little Ziploc bag. Alright, so all the cylinders have this little square hole in it, and that's where you're gonna insert the tip of your brush cleaner. And they're all different sizes for your makeup brushes, so this one's the biggest one. I can fit 2 of my thumbs in there. And we have little thin ones, we have ones with different shapes. So they should be able to fit for all of your makeup brushes. Alright, so next it says we need to fill this 1/3 up with water and some soap. Alright. Oh, and this is how you attach it to the spindle. Holding the power handle, dip the brush up and down inside and mix the water. Turn the power button on to allow the brush to spin into the soap mixture. So we have to do that for 10 seconds. Then for 10 to 15 seconds, we're gonna go ahead and lift it up so it can dry. And then take it out completely and then dry it. So I already filled this up 1/3 of the way up. I'm gonna go ahead and add antibacterial hand soap. Make sure that we kill all the bacteria. Oh, oops. I think that was a little bit too much. I'm gonna go ahead and add rubbing alcohol. I'm just gonna do a couple drops. When I clean my brushes, I like to clean my brushes that have any glitter or concealer because it's very tacky, thick substance last. So I'm gonna leave my eye brushes to clean last. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this big fluffy brush. This is so hard to pull out. I think this is a little loose, so I'm just gonna go with the smaller one. Alright, so let's test it out. I have it here, I'm gonna test it out. Oh, this is so cool! Okay. Alright, so you can see from the bristles I do have some bronzer on here. So we'll definitely see if it's gonna change the color of the water. I'm just gonna mix it around by hand a little bit just to make sure that the soap that I put in is evenly distributed. And let's give this a try. Okay, it's a little bit slower in the water. I don't know if that was 10 seconds already, but the water is getting soapy and brown. Okay, I'm gonna lift it up from the 10 seconds. None of the water is coming out, but it is feeling like a really good breeze right now. The water is still circulating. That's pretty cool. Now I'm gonna take this out. A little bit of water splashing out, but not a lot. Now let's go ahead and turn this off. Oops. Okay. You guys, it is really clean. I think this is like from something else. It's not makeup, but it feels really soft and dry, and it's clean. The bristles are really clean. Okay, let's try it with another one. Oh no, I can't get it out. It's like suction cupped in there. Ugh. Oh no. Okay, maybe don't find one that's super tight. Look at how tight that is. No, I can't get it out. It's like suctioned in there. Oh no, I think I broke my handle. No, I heard a cracking sound. Great, so because this brush is dry, I'm just gonna put it to the side. I don't want any soap hanging out on it, so what I'm gonna do is after I'm done cleaning all my brushes with the soapy water, I'm just gonna give them a quick rinse in regular water. So this is like the dirtiest one because this has all of my foundation in there. Let's press that button. So I don't know if you can see, probably not as good, but down at the bottom there's ridges. So that's also helping clean the brush too. I'm gonna lift it up for 10 seconds while that cleans off and dries off any excess water. I just don't want it to splash onto my vanity. There's like little microscopic water. Alright. And this one's not as dry or as clean. You can still see my makeup foundation on there. So I'm just going to put it back in. It's also a different, oh, let me wipe that off. It's also a different shape. It's not circular. It's kind of like oblong or whatever. So let's give it another spin. This time around I'm putting it closer to the bottom just so it can clean off with the ridges. Let's dry it off. Yeah, no. This one didn't clean as well. Yeah, the makeup's still in there. So I'm going to push this to the side just so I can hand wash it later. This one again, I didn't use it as much. They were pretty clean, but I don't see any makeup left over. Yeah, this didn't clean it as good. I could still see some concealer right here on the corner. So this needs to be hand washed. Move on to my smaller brushes. This one's pretty clean. Here is my eyeshadow brush. Yeah, so this brush had a lot of glitter on it in the beginning, and you can tell now that it's really clean. So I'm happy with that. Alright, so I can see that there's still some eyeshadow on there. For most of it, it's pretty clean. Let's try it one more time. Second time around, I cleaned it pretty good, so I'm happy with that. I use this little fine brush to use concealer. There's a little bit of glitter on there, but I use concealer to outline my eyebrows. There's not a lot there because I don't use a lot of product, but let's give it a clean anyways. Oops. Okay, this is too big. Do you have anything smaller? Let's try the shape. Okay, so I inserted it this way. I don't even know if it's supposed to go there. But let's give it a try. Oh no! Okay, this is not working. So maybe that's not how it's supposed to go. Yeah, no, this is not how it's supposed to go. I'll have to hand wash this one, just to make sure. So this little stand right here is to hold all the pieces for your brush cleaner. So this goes right here and it rests right on top. And then it has the hole for all of your sizes. Either you can put them this way, face down, or you can push them into the peg. They're easy to pull out, and they already have the pre-selected sizes where you know where to put what. So this is a spot for this one, this is a spot for the biggest one, so you know where to put your brushes. You can also just have your brushes hang out here as a little display. Not what I would do, but it looks kind of cute. So what do I think about the brush cleaner? I think it works great for round brushes, so when it's round all around, whether they're big brushes, little brushes, it works great. But when you have a flat head brush, a brush that's not as round, where it's oval or a bit oblong, it doesn't clean it as good. You can tell with the foundation brush that I use, I had to run it a couple times, and even then it didn't get all of the makeup that's stuck inside. So I probably wouldn't use it for odd shaped brushes, and definitely not for fan brushes or anything like that. I think those are best being washed by hand. So you're better off washing that by hand, but circular brushes, big or small, are really great for this product. For 15 bucks, I don't know. I like it for $15. I think it's a good price. It cleans your brushes, it dries them right away, and you're ready to use them again in a matter of seconds. I suggest that when you're done cleaning them in soapy water, you drain that dirty water, get some clean fresh water, and then spin them again in that fresh water just to get that soap out. You don't want that going back onto your skin. You want to keep it away. And just use it as a cleaning tool. So dolls, let's keep the party going. Subscribe to my channel to join the doll collection and watch my other videos.